Hello students, welcome back to my lectures of class 11 physics. We are studying our chapter motion in a plane. In the previous few videos, we have studied about the projectile motion, in which we have given horizontal projection, and we have studied about the path of projectile, the time of flight, the horizontal range, and the velocity at any instant. Now we will study all these points for the projectile given angular projection. So the first point is the path of projectile. As we have seen in the previous case that the path of projectile in case of horizontal projection, that is पैराबोलिक, तो यहाँ पर भी हमको बताना है कि वो जो पाथ प्रोजेक्टाइल है जहां पर हमने एंगुलर प्रोजेक्शन दिया है वो पाथ किस तरह का है. Okay, for that first of all we have to draw the diagram for this angular projection. Here we have the two axes, this is x axis and it is y axis, and here we have thrown an object with angular projection. As you can see, this is the velocity of that object and this is the angle theta. Now here if we have this velocity and this is angle theta, so we can resolve this velocity along two different components. So here it will be u cos theta. यहाँ पर एंगल थीटा इसलिए क्या हो गया u cos theta. Here it will be u sin theta. Okay, I will consider this point to be A, this point to be B, and this point to be H. This point H is the maximum height which is covered by that projectile. Okay, now here we have to find the path of projectile, and here the object is moving along the two different axes. So here we have to consider the motion along the x-axis and motion along the y-axis, and before that we'll have the velocities along the different axes. So here I can write this initial velocity along x-axis, that is equals to u cos theta, and this initial velocity along y-axis, that is u sin theta. Okay, now here we'll consider the motion along x-axis first. So here I will write motion along x-axis. Now here I will consider this point P, that is before H. Now at this point we will have some velocity along the x-axis and we will have some velocity along y-axis. Okay, and the object when reaching from point A to point P, it takes time t, and here this point P have the coordinates x and y, and here this point A we can consider this to be the origin. So at this point we can consider the coordinates to be 0, 0. Now the motion along x-axis, we have to consider the second equation of motion, and that second equation of motion, that is equals to s is equals to ut plus half at square. And for the motion along x-axis we have to write it in terms of x minus x naught, that will give you the distance, this u, that is ux into t plus half ax into t square. Now here in this case, this x we have this coordinate, and what about x naught? This x naught is the initial position. आप यहाँ पर इसको x naught y naught consider कर सकते हो. मतलब यहाँ पर x naught कितना आ गया? It will be equals to 0. What about ux? This initial velocity along x-axis, and this velocity along x-axis that always remains constant, and that will be equals to u cos theta. Time t अपने पास है, जिस टाइम में वो ऑब्जेक्ट a पॉइंट से p पॉइंट तक पहुंचा है, and also this ax, what this ax will be? This ax will be equals to 0. Why this acceleration along x-axis is 0? Because the velocity along x-axis that always remains constant. और अगर velocity constant है तो वहां पर acceleration क्या हो जाएगा? It will be 0. But the velocity along y-axis that continuously changes because it is moving under the effect of gravity. Okay, so now I will put all these values in this equation, and I will write here this x equals to u cos theta into time t plus, if ax equals to 0, then that completely will be equals to 0. So from here I can write this t is equals to x by u cos theta. मतलब यहाँ पर जिस टाइम t में वो ऑब्जेक्ट पॉइंट A से P तक पहुंचेगा, वो टाइम कितना है? x by u cos theta. Now here we will consider the motion along y-axis. तो जब हम यहाँ पर मोशन along y-axis कंसिडर करेंगे, then again I have to write s is equals to ut plus half at square, and for the motion along y-axis I have to write it in terms of the y coordinates. So I can write y minus y naught is equals to uyt plus half ayt square. Okay, now here this y, that is the coordinate of this point P, and this y naught, that is equals to 0. So I can write y naught is equals to 0. What about uy? This uy, that is the initial velocity along y-axis, and that is equals to u sin theta. So I can write u sin theta. And what about ay? Now this ay, that is the acceleration along y-axis. Now here, when you are throwing the object before h, the object is moving in the upward direction. So if the object is moving in the upward direction, in that case the acceleration due to gravity, that is along the downward direction. So here in this case, the acceleration along the y-axis, that is equals to negative of acceleration due to gravity. मतलब यहाँ पर जो acceleration है along y-axis, that is the negative of acceleration due to gravity. क्यों? बिकॉज यहाँ पर क्या है, द ऑब्जेक्ट इज मूविंग अंडर द इफेक्ट ऑफ ग्रेविटी, लेकिन ऑब्जेक्ट कहाँ मूव कर रहा है, ऊपर की तरफ मूव कर रहा है. एंड वी आर यूजिंग द साइन कन्वेंशन दैट व्हेनेवर द ऑब्जेक्ट इज मूविंग इन द अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन, इन दैट केस द एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी इज नेगेटिव. वहीं पर अगर ऑब्जेक्ट अंडर द इफेक्ट ऑफ ग्रेविटी मूव कर रहा है, दैट इज टुवर्ड द सर्फेस ऑफ द अर्थ, इन दैट केस द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी दैट इज positive. So here before point h, the object is moving in the upward direction, so acceleration due to gravity is negative. And what about the time t? This time t is x by u cos theta. So I will put all these values in this equation. So I can write this y is equals to u sin theta into t. What this t is? X by u cos theta plus half ay, that is equals to minus z into t square, that is x by u cos theta whole square. Okay, so I can write y is equals to, this u gets cancelled, so I can write x tan theta, because sin theta upon cos theta, that is equals to tan theta, minus g x square by 2u square cos square theta. Okay, so I can write y is equals to tan theta x plus minus of g by 2u square cos square theta whole multiplied by x square. Here why I have written this, because I have to compare this equation with y is equals to ax plus bx square. You can see here this a, that will be equals to tan theta, and we have x as it is, plus okay, and then bx square. यहाँ पर ये जो लिखा हुआ ब्रैकेट के अंदर, it will become b and this is x square. Now why I am comparing with this equation? Because this is the equation of parabola. So we have the another equation of parabola where we have change in the origin. जब आप क्लास 11th में parabola पढ़ोगे मैथ्स में, then you will get to understand this, why this is the equation of parabola. Because the previous equation which we have seen in case of horizontal projection, we have written y is equals to ax square, or it was y equals to kx square. वहां पर क्या था, इट वॉज सिमेट्रिक अबाउट दी वाई एक्सिस. वहां पर क्या था, जो हमारे पास उसका ओरिजिन था वो कहां पर था, एक्चुअल में कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम के ओरिजिन पर होता है. यहाँ पर इसका जो ओरिजिन है वो क्या हो गया, इट इज डिफरेंट. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव डिफरेंट इक्वेशन फॉर दिस पैराबोला. Okay, so as we compare these two equations, this equation is for the equation of parabola. So you can see here the path of projectile given angular projection, that is parabolic in nature. तो जो horizontal projection में था और जो angular projection में था, both projectile that have the parabolic path. और यहाँ पर ये क्वेश्चन प्रूव करने के लिए भी आ सकता है, that prove that the path of projectile given angular projection is parabolic in nature. In that case you have to derive this equation and then you have to compare with this. और अगर ये दोनों एक्जैक्टली सेम होती है, इन दैट केस यू कैन से दैट द पाथ ऑफ प्रोजेक्टाइल इज पैराबोलिक इन नेचर. सो दिस इज व्हाट अबाउट द पाथ ऑफ प्रोजेक्टाइल गिवन एंगुलर प्रोजेक्शन व्हिच इज पैराबोलिक इन नेचर.